and the Giants. And it comes your way next.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity, but the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in there on the stop. They face second down and 7. Here's Levis to throw. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's in! Touchdown, Giants. It's his second touchdown of the year. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. What a great return. All the way down to the 40-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the NFL is all about answering. So you give up an opening drive touchdown, you fall behind late to start the game, and then your special teams becomes the spark. And this is going to set your offense up with excellent field position to get back and tie this game.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
You know, what's funny about the NFL, Mike, is you expect to come out and have your A game each and every week. And certainly that's ideal, but can you win when you don't have your best stuff? And I think that's what we saw from this quarterback last week. The best thing he did was just continue to battle, continue to make just enough plays, even though he had some struggles. The biggest thing is, while he continues to improve, what a confidence boost for this entire team, knowing that even if their quarterback doesn't have his best stuff, they can still play winning football.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a third down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. 13 yards on that pass play First down, Philadelphia.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. They'll try and play with some pace early on. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. That's taken in, and he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? To throw is Hurts. Catch made there, that's Smith. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will power his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Throwing is Levis. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
In like 13.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 49.
They go play action with Levis. Downfield, he's got his receiver, Wicks. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. They send him right out of the slot. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Levis. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Levis. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. And that is no good. He missed it. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Another run here with Mitchell. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 12.
Levis. That one underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. And it's fourth down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in the first half. Already 7 catches, and we've yet to hit halftime. 3rd and 5. Hurts now. That one caught by Smith. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
Great, set.
Again, Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley to the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Giants offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this across the 30 to about the 32. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
That's clinic tape here by the receiver. He identifies quickly it's man coverage, and you've got a go route. You've got to stack that defender. Get on top of him and make him play through your body to contest the throw. This ball's thrown with better accuracy. Not only is it a big completion, but he's got a chance to take this thing the distance.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Third and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Right by 4.
Levis to throw. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Giants are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. There's that man again. Another catch.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
We'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the Eagles' first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. The defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. Now 10 catches in the game. First and 10. Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of... From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll get this out wide. Now he's free at the 35. And he will score. Montavious Wicks. Touchdown, New York. Levis has the offense. Back at the line with a 2-point try. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin. And the Giants will have great field position right around midfield. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A give to Mitchell. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, New York. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Barkley.